GGB, Colors Poppers, and today we're going to get straight into this top 10 predictions. I'm hyped for the draft. As you can see, I'm rocking my gear for my three teams, the Chiefs, the Saints, and the Skins. Poppers, you forgot to wear your gear. Let me just get that gear on you. Little Jets helmet, real Jets fan, little Popper Jets fan. Anyways, hope you guys are as hyped for the draft as I am. We haven't had sports in a long time, and this is my sports time. I'm getting excited. I'm so hyped. I'm ready for this draft to start already. Come on. But I have 3 videos coming out. This is the first one of a series of the top 10 position series. Okay, I'll do the top 10 quarterbacks in this video, top 10 receivers next video, and top 10 running backs the video after that. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Let's start with the number 1 quarterback. It's an obvious pick here. Oh, also, before I started this thing, I've started a new tournament. Conference of Champions tournament. It determines which conference is the best. So go check it out. It's a very good series, in my opinion. It takes a lot of time to make, so please go check it out. Anyways, let's get straight into this game. The Bengals, this team right here. I think it's pretty obvious who they're going to select, and it's the number 1 quarterback in this draft class, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is an amazing quarterback. He played great in his senior year, and there's only 2 things I'm worried about with him, okay? I don't think he's the most talented quarterback. He doesn't have as much arm strength and as much accuracy, which is one of the things that I don't like about him as much as guys like Tua. That's one thing, okay? I don't think he has the arm strength or accuracy of Tua, but he's still very accurate, and he has a big arm as well, but he's just not as big as Tua's. Second thing I don't like about him, and this is just a minor thing, but he only played 1 great year at college, okay? And the last time someone only played 1 pretty good year at college, that was Dwayne Haskins. And he did horrible his rookie season. He might be better this sophomore season. Give him credit. He seemed to grow at the end of the year. But don't think it's great to only have him be good 1 year. But again, Joe Burrow looked amazing. I mean, that's just the thing. I mean, Kyler Murray only played 1 year of college football at Oklahoma, and he did great in the NFL. But anyways, moving on to the number 2 overall quarterback, and I think it's going to be drafted by this team number right here. Okay, and that's Tua. I understand people are worried about the injuries, but if you're looking at the Dolphins, they're looking long term, okay? And someone with injuries right now is not going to stop them from drafting them, okay? This is the Dolphins right here. They desperately need a quarterback, and Tua is arguably. They had the hashtag tank for Tua for a reason, and even though they didn't get the number 1 overall pick, they are still in a position to pick him. He is great. You need to pick him here for the Dolphins, but he's the number 2 quarterback in this draft class, obviously. Now, the number 3 quarterback, and I'm going to do this in tiers, okay? There's tier 1, quarterbacks should go in the top 10, okay? Tier 2 should go in the first round, but not top 10 per se, probably lower first round. Anyways, you have tier 3, that's second, third round, day 2 quarterbacks, and then tier 4, and that's day 3 quarterbacks. And we're going to have about 3 of those. Okay, so moving on. Third quarterback in this tier 1, and the Chargers should draft him. Okay, so if you look at this, Bengals, they need a quarterback desperately, right? Skins, they have a quarterback in the future. Stafford's still good at the Lions. Daniel Jones was drafted last year. And that left the Dolphins, okay, and the Chargers. Chargers sit here at number 6, and if they don't trade at all, no one trades up to get a quarterback, they're in a perfect position to draft my number 3 quarterback in this draft class, Justin Herbert. And the reason why I think they should draft Justin Herbert is, in my opinion, he has excellent arm strength, and he's not as a for sure thing as Tua and Burrow, but again, you don't have another for sure thing in this draft class, and Herbert has the most talent, in my opinion, in this draft after Tua and Burrow. Chargers need to draft him. He has excellent arm strength. He reminds me of a Josh Allen type, and while Josh Allen's not great, he's better than Tyrod Taylor at this point, okay? And Tyrod Taylor's not bad the quarterback. I don't think he's bad at all, but the thing is, they need someone for the future. Herbert would fit in excellent here. He wouldn't have to start right away. Tyrod Taylor could start up for a little bit. Okay. Now here's where it gets tricky, okay? which team should draft the tier 2 quarterback. There's only one quarterback in tier 2, and that's Jordan Love, okay? And I think there's a couple options here, okay? The favorite is obviously this team right here, the New England Patriots. Desperately need a quarterback. Right now, their starting quarterback is Jarrett Stidham. Need someone on this football team. And if Jordan Love slips here, I feel like the Patriots are going to leap and take this pick, okay? But also, he doesn't have to go here, okay? If you look at this lineup, okay, the Panthers are not going to reach at number 7 to get a quarterback, especially once they have Teddy Bridgewater. Cardinals have Kyler. Jaguars pretty confident in Minshew. Mayfield, Darnold and Mayfield, they're not. You don't jump off those quarterbacks quite yet, okay? Raiders, okay. So here's the first logical pick, and these 3 in a row could all pick Jordan Love, okay? Now, while I don't think it's smart for the Raiders, honestly, please don't pick Jordan Love, okay? You don't need a new quarterback. Derek Carr is just fine, okay? I'm not saying he's great, but he's just fine. Steelers here. This one's actually very interesting, okay? Because the Steelers could actually draft someone, because logically, Big Ben Roethlisberger's not going to play forever. And he didn't look great in those first 2 games he started last year, okay? So I think Jordan Love would be a logical pick right here. Even the Raiders have Mariota, and if you're not 100% sold on Derek Carr, Mariota. Don't draft Jordan Love here, okay? Another thing I've heard is Jordan Love to the Colts, and that's not a bad idea either. Your starting quarterback right now is Phillip Rivers, and he's not a bad quarterback. He's actually really good, but also you need a backup plan. You need a guy to take over in case Phillip Rivers starts to fail, so you have a new guy, a new face of the franchise for your team, okay? Also, a 5th pick that I think is getting a little bit thrown under that I think could be a not bad plan is if the Buccaneers can get him. I understand the Bucs are a win-now kind of team, but also Godwin and Evans are still both really young, okay? And that defense, Vita Vea, and those guys are also pretty young. And if you could get Jordan Love here, I feel like that's good value for the pick, even though I could see them taking an offensive tackle. Okay, so that's round 1 for you guys. Okay, Jordan Love, he's the number 4 quarterback in my class, in my opinion. Okay, so the number 5 quarterback here, and this is where it gets kind of tricky, because there's 3 tier 3 quarterbacks that are all pretty equal, but in my opinion, it's Jacob Eason, okay? And I think Eason would be a perfect fit on any team that has an older quarterback, okay? So, yeah, again, like the Steelers, the Colts, or the Buccaneers, perfect fit for them there. I could even see the Pats taking Eason. And there's a reason why for all these things. Okay, also, Packers. They're an undervalued pick for Eason because they're in the market for a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is getting a little older, getting up there in age. But I think Eason is the better quarterback of the 3 in tier 3, and here's why. I think he is more accurate and he has better arm strength, okay? He reminds me a lot Matthew Stafford. Now, I don't think he's as good as Matthew Stafford, but watching Matthew Stafford play this year, he reminds me a lot of Jacob Eason, okay? Actually, no, I take that back. You know who Jacob Eason reminds me of? It's Derek Carr. Derek Carr reminds me a lot of Jacob Eason just because of his, play. He doesn't make... Wait, no, take it back. I'm going to go back to Stafford. I'm an idiot. Leave me alone. But Stafford's I think he looks a lot like Stafford when he plays, okay? He has incredible arm strength. He has incredible accuracy sometimes, which is why Stafford hasn't taken the Lions to the playoffs yet. But he has incredible accuracy and incredible arm strength sometimes, okay? Now, the number 6 quarterback in my draft class, okay? And this guy is going to be controversial, but I think it's Jake Fromm. Honestly, I think Jake Fromm's an undervalued quarterback. Did you see what he did at Georgia? Even though he didn't have a stellar junior year, if you look at the 2 years previously, he consistently had them playing for the playoffs or national championship. This is Jake Fromm, okay? He is a winner. He reminds me a lot of Alex Smith, okay? And hear me out here. Obviously, you'd rather have Aaron Rodgers in the draft class instead of Alex Smith, but listen, Alex Smith doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And that's what I loved about watching Jake Fromm play. Look at his stats. He almost never threw interceptions. He didn't make a lot of mistakes, okay? He didn't throw the ball a lot. He didn't make incredible throws, but he did it make a lot of mistakes, which is why I think Jake Fromm's an excellent draft pick in the 2nd or 3rd round. Okay, now the 7th overall quarterback in my thing, it's not an insult, but I think it's Jalen Hurts. Okay, and here's why. I don't think he has the arm strength or accuracy of any of the guys before him. Okay, the reason that I like him at 7 is because of his athleticism. Okay, now I don't think he has the greatest arm in the entire league, but he doesn't need to. Okay, if he goes to any of these teams, except for like the Saints, they could use him in a Taysom Hill kind of role. Okay, imagine he goes to the Bucs. Okay, just the Bucs here. Okay, that would give them another weapon. And imagine a Jalen Hurts in a Taysom Hill kind of situation. It's a great, great position to be in. Okay, that's my opinion. Jalen Hurts is a great runner. He reminds me a lot of Lamar Jackson. He reminds me a lot of Taysom Hill. Those are the 2 quarterbacks he reminds me of. I don't think he has the arm strength of Lamar Jackson, but I do think he's a little bit better at throwing than Taysom Hill. I think he's a mix of the 2. Anyways, moving on. So this is the tier 4 of quarterbacks, and this is where it gets kind of interesting because those are the obvious 7. Like before, like it's all about the order of the 7, but these last 3, it's very interesting about who to pick here. Okay, in my opinion, the number 8 quarterback in this draft class is a man named Anthony Gordon. I don't know if any of you are Pac-12 fans, but Anthony Gordon went to Washington State, and he threw a lot of touchdowns this year. Again, that was in the Pac-12, but he had a lot of arm strength, a lot of accuracy. Problem is, he again didn't play against good defenses, so we don't really know if he's a good quarterback or not, or if he's just a product of that Mike Leach scheme where they just throw it all the time. But I do think he has the possibility to be a pretty good quarterback in the NFL, but I do think he's a day 3 quarterback. That's my opinion. Day 8. Number 8. So number 9 here. It's a little bit interesting. So, I don't know if you guys watched him play, but I watched the Mountain West a little bit this year, but the main thing that I watched was the bowl game, and that was Cole McDonald from Hawaii. He was amazing in the bowl game. He has a lot of arm strength, he has a lot of accuracy, and that's why I like Cole McDonald. He's a fixer-up project for a team. You take him in the 6th or 7th round and see if you can, try to use him at some point, but he's a fixer-upper. But I honestly think he could grow into an NFL. And the number 10 quarterback, in my opinion, in the draft is going to be, let me check my notes here, James Morgan from FIU, okay? So here's why, okay? If you don't know, I'm a huge football fan, and if they don't start the NFL season and the college football season on time, I just, might explode because I'm going to die. If they keep going with this quarantine much longer, I'm going to die. I'm just going to, internally combust. But here's the reason why that information was important. I love football, so at the end of the year, I watch every single bowl game, and I mean every single one of them, which includes the smaller bowl games, which is how I learned about James Morgan. He's a very good quarterback. I watched him in the FIU Arkansas State bowl game. Very good game. One of the best of the year, in my opinion, bowl game-wise. But here's why I really liked it. James Morgan is a good quarterback, okay? He actually beat Miami last year as FIU quarterback. So this quarterback has the chance to do something special. He's again like Cole McDonald, a fixer-upper. But he can turn out to be very good, okay? So anyways, this is GGB, Coach Pepper saying,